Hello and welcome back to Think Like a Champion, where I go into champion ranked, explain my thoughts and plans so that you too can think and play like a champion R6 player. Let's get into it. Action, baby, action. Here we are on Cafe, and of course Siege X has a new ban system. So the first operator we're going to ban, who will it be? Probably just Blackbeard. I mean, actually, probably not, because we're on attack, and I totally saw that coming. I'm going to ban Valk. Valk's just super, super good on Cafe. So much info, lots of C4s from below, lots of places to hide and rat, and then come and flank, and etc., etc. It's just a lot of info, and because I'm solo queue, the Valk's not going to be quite as effective for me as it would be for a 5-stack, so I like to just ban her off the start. Now, might not be the case. We might ban the Blackbeard on attack. They didn't ban the Blackbeard, which honestly just makes me want to run him because he is so strong. Not only is he just so strong, but he is so good for solo queue because you gather so much information with the shield. So we'll try our best to like get some nice little Blackbeard gameplay going just to show off kind of how strong he really is. But at the end of the day, I'm not here to hit clips. I'm here to show you guys how to be a good teammate and how to win more. You don't win more by hitting clips. Well, you probably do, but you win more by developing consistency. Hitting clips helps, but you can't consistently hit clips all the time because you're not the best player in the game. You're not Spoit. You're not him, okay? You're not Poxonlox. Just kidding. You guys know I suck. I think I got 3 kills in last week's episode, but that's fine because that's what we're here to do. We're here to learn. We're not here to hit clips yet again. All right, anyway, so the top floor, I'm playing the Blackbeard. Taking piano control would be really, really good. You can always try like a direct cocktail take, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to leave my drone down here. Just gather info. If someone comes down here would be good. Because I'm just playing the shield and I'm gathering so much info with that, I don't really need to drive my drone straight in sight. You hear they have a Mozzie. They got a Mozzie. So I'm just going to calm that to my team so they don't lose their drones. I'm going to spawn here. I'm going to try to push these piano windows, add some pressure. The new rappel changes are really good for Cafe because you can go from one window to the other, like literally the west to the south window super quick. And that allows you to kill a lot of people in piano a lot easier too, just because you can maneuver on them so easily. It's a lot harder to hold piano now just because of that alone. So I'm going to work my spawn. Careful of spawn peaks, especially this bakery door. He's dead. Okay. The shooting at the wall really confused me there. I thought my teammate shot him through the hard wall, which would be like insane new tech. Just watch the jump out for me. I'm going to hope they don't hop out this window. Play on here. Just add some pressure. Add some pressure. Not saying anything. Honestly, I might just rappel in. I can rappel in off a nade and then check my left. I'm going to nade bathroom, rappel in off it. Just gather that control as quick as possible. Get into a position where I'm just already dominating. You know? He ran. Now I do have to worry about Pixel in case someone pushes here. I can always shield dash to win the melee engagement as well, so I'm not too worried. Get that rotate. That guy cocktail didn't see me. I'm gonna take bathroom off this and fight this cocktail guy.
He dropped the hatch.
Even better. Now I do have to be careful with my flank. Also white stairs since that guy dropped. Let's see just how much pressure I can add to these players just by sitting in this area. And if they fuck up and over peak, I just kill them, right? So I'm just gonna keep holding this. I have a lot of control. I don't want to die. If I die, my teammates are gonna have a, you know, start getting pinched. It's not gonna be good. Up white, up white. ADS him. We will get the trade there. I'm going to take that fight. He has to hit kind of like a nasty flick to kill me. He did do it, but I still got the trade because I had so much time to fight him. One's down Whitehall. You could flank your red. I don't have really any cams for you. I can call your top red, actually. I can call the door.
He's white.
He might have revived Mozzie. Good job, guys. All right, so you didn't get the revive off. You just see the Blackbeard. Blackbeard's so effective. So much control. I can just rappel in fearlessly because I have a shield on my face, right? So use Blackbeard if you can. They'll probably ban him here, but who do we want to ban? That's the bigger question. The Mozzie was kind of annoying. Mute's going to be more difficult to deal with, though. I do really, really like the Mute ban here. Mute's good on every single site in the game, on any maps, especially on Cafe. Like, there's only a few drone holes in the site on this. You can mute them all off if they're on basement. Top floor, he can do that shop hold so effectively. You see the Blackbeard ban coming out because he is so strong, but they have no mute anymore. So we should be able to take shop a little more effectively. We could keep running shields. We could run the blitz, honestly, here and just take more control and get up in their face because they don't have a lot of trap utility. It's really going to depend on what their lineup is. For now, I'm not going to pick the shield, and if I see like, hey, they're still not bringing traps, they're still not countering shield play, yeah, I'll bring the blitz and I'll just abuse it. I'm going to abuse whatever I can to win, and that's what you should do when you solo queue. It's going to be the easiest way to win, is just abusing the stuff that's broken, right? Playing into the meta is, you know, you might call it cringe, you might call it like, call me a terrible player or whatever, but really it's just like, I'm just winning, you know? I'm just gonna do the stuff that's broken. If you don't want to counter it, like, that's your own fault and you're gonna lose. Like, you want to be a champ, you want to be the best in the game, yeah, use the stuff that's gonna give you a massive advantage. I'm actually gonna go Striker for right now. Bring the nades and the flashbangs. Strikers are so well-rounded no matter what you're playing against, and because I don't really know what we are pushing up against, I think it's just a safe pick to pick someone with a really good gun and a lot of playmaking utility with the flashbangs and the grenades. So we'll see what they have on site here. I might bring an IQ even, just because I don't know. Okay, no, they're bringing a zombie Go-Yo. I mean, a Flores wouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna stick the Striker though, because I can blow stuff up with my grenades. They do have the Legion, so they have the goo mines, they have the Go-Yo shields, you have a zombie. Not an ideal shield round, but you know, it wouldn't be awful to bring a shield. He's gonna be careful with these spawn peeks again. He might just quickly peek out on this. There's that oh my gosh, this guy's just sitting them down. They keep trying to spawn peek and it just is not working. Not sure what his game plan is. I'm gonna go get the hatches for my team since I have that secondary shotgun. Go for the jump outs for a second. Just got this new set in the store. It looks really sick. I put it on all my secondary shotguns. Look at that gun. Oh wait, we can inspect now. I forgot we can inspect. Check it out, boys. Check it out. Sick new gun. Go get your esports set. Supports the esports teams. Would highly recommend. You know, while you're in your shop, might as well plug in code POX for
There's one in piano, a zombie most likely.
To support me directly. All right, so you see this guy C3. There's just this guy C3 if you want a Grim C3. I don't think there's a guy Cocktail.
Shoot the fucking zombie, you AI!
He went C1 now. I can't really drop in on this guy unless I go Heaven Repel, which might not be a bad idea. So I'm gonna head over there. Try to use my flashes and nades to get into Cocktail. First I want to get rid of this default cam. Check my drone. So this drone is just so much info. I just want to make the play at the right time. 1-7. He's just ping 5. Going back to Cocktail. Now I can push this guy now. Repel in off that. I am going to reload while I do it. That grenade actually killed him. Careful swings now. Nice. My teammate's on Cocktail so I can take this space safely knowing he's holding that. One's coming up white. You hear him. Oh my god. Big Ed 2 with the nastiest shot of his life. I got to watch this. It was so sick. Legion was top white.
Alright, bro.
Pre-fire was kind of nuts.
Bad, man.
He did just shit on me.
That's all I gotta say.
Oh, this guy had to beat the bomb the whole time. He could have repelled in that whole time. That's really tough. I didn't realize he had the fuse. I could have called it for him. I can call your long bar. You should be good to plant. One's shop. He has the bees, so he doesn't need to push through, right? They will get tracked if they run into the bees. That's a very, very safe plant because when they push up, he will get wall hacks on them. So he really should plant and repel out at that point. Oh well, you know, that happens. 3v2. I got shit on, and then, you know, we lost a round. That's just something that happens in ranked, you know? The moral of the story is what I was trying to say is just move on. Just move on. We don't need to roast the guy. We don't need to call him an idiot. We don't even need to tell him what he did wrong because at the end of the day, this is just a teammate that I get on my team once and then he disappears forever. And honestly, that coaching and like telling them what to do can sometimes just piss them off more, especially if you guys are in the same rank. Like if I'm Emerald and he's Emerald, I'm like, hey, you shouldn't do that. Like you should be doing this. He's just gonna be like, shut up. Like we're the same rank. Like don't give me advice. I know what I'm doing, you know? And he's just mad because he lost. So like it really only builds more tension by doing that, I find. So I'm not gonna even I'm not even gonna tell him. Like I'm just gonna be like, hey, nice try. Let's just go to the next round. Let's keep working together, etc. I do see the blitz here, which makes me want to bring the Finka because then he'll get that super fast ADS time, which is nice. I kind of just pick Lion as just like an operator. I could bring Dokkaebi or Ying, just two really strong operators out of the gates. I do have this Warden though. Honestly, Blitz versus Warden, I think Blitz still wins that 9 out of 10 times because as he's activating the glasses, he's getting ADS. So I might bring the Finka. The only problem with bringing the Finka here is if my Blitz dies off rip, I don't really have much of an ability. So I am kind of relying on my teammate to do something. But I have faith in my team. You know, the more teamwork we have, the better. And I think Finka kind of brings that unificity, the unifying element that we need. I don't think unificity is a word, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I didn't take English. I've actually never taken English in my life. I don't even know the language. All right, I'm gonna try to work Bake here. Either that or I might go to follow up this Blitz. Yo, Blitz, where are you going? Watch that spawn peek since they've been spawn peeking every single round. I can come with you, yeah, if you want to do that. I want this guy to succeed. If we can make our bottom frag start succeeding, we're gonna start plowing through these guys. Okay, now he's going over here, so I guess.
Top mid.
All right, yeah, I'll follow you up. I'm just gonna keep going with him.
Freezer door.
One small bake if you want to go run him down. I got your flank. I'm gonna boost him so he has that ADS speed boost. Hold this red flank. One pillar. There's that pillar guy. So just supporting my teammates still. I'm gonna try to stim when I can, but I also want to hold his rotate through this mining hall, so that's just that map knowledge coming in clutch. Gotcha. Just gonna keep holding this guy's flank. He's getting really active. I have no stims for him right now, unfortunately, but I'm gonna keep holding his flank. Wait for this cap can that was up here. Gonna stim right when I can, just give him more health, more of a chance of succeeding. I still have 29 bullets, so I don't need to reload. I'm just chilling right now. Now I could hold this on a drone, just in case he flanks from top right as well. I have a flank drone. Can you watch it, Ash? The last drone. He's not answering, so I'm gonna keep holding it. There's no rush. No rush to fight sight.
I think Vigil's in bake.
I think that ping is meaning he is flanking. I'm not sure. You watched the flank cam, bud?
One's on the hash. Never mind, he's in
the other one?
freezer.
They're both in sight.
Alright, I'm going bait. Just give me a sec.
Warden's in like the connector to bake.
You know where the other one's at?
In sight.
I don't know what insight means. Yeah, I was worried about him being prep. He kept saying insight though, so I should have trusted my intuition there. He kept saying they're both insight. That is not insight. Unfortunate. I probably should have just pushed in on that warden, knowing that guy's probably bakery or prep. Oh well. Again, what can you do? Not a lot besides ignore your team. Banning the Blackbeard for the reasons that you saw in the first round. He's really annoying and really strong, and there's not a lot that you can do as a solo player against a Blackbeard, especially one that is like competent enough to play him in a not psychopathic way. Anyway, we're gonna go top floor. This is still a very redeemable game. Obviously, Cafe's pretty defender sided. We want some like general info. I love Fenrir here. Fenrir is a great pick. I'm actually gonna. I feel like I play Fenrir too much though, so I kind of want to switch it up for you guys so you can learn something new. We could do the mute hold shop. We could play some Echo. I know you guys have been wanting to see some Echo gameplay. Echo's such a good operator, solo or in a stack, like either or. You can play him aggressive, you can play him passive. There's just so many different uses for the Echo Cam, so hopefully we can get some use out of them here. I'll probably set one up for shop and then maybe like start one bottom white, although it's a little risky to be playing bottom white just because you're not really at the advantage in the gunfights there. No, you know what I'll do? I'll do for a little Echo spawn peek. How about that? So we're going to use one cam to spawn peek piano, potentially getting a kill. And then we're going to use the other one in shop, and then we'll move them around from there. So we're going to pre-place this one just in case I die spawn peeking. We want to still have the info for shop, which is very important. I'm going to reinforce the red walls because, you know, there's less hard breachers than soft breachers and hard breachers. And we're going to force them to bring one to open this wall if they want to do that.
10 seconds remaining.
That's why you reinforce walls. Now, I do want to just break the glass off the window here. I'm not going to break this glass, though. This is the window I'm going to spawn peek from. Oh, I forgot to put my Echo Cam down, so that is silly of me. Just going to throw it right in the window ledge there. You can see that Ash on that left side. Did he shoot the cam? He did. Oh, kind of forgot what I was doing, but that's okay. Now I can just give this up. This is a little too aggressive. Lost an Echo Cam, but my life's more important. And we can use that other Echo Cam when needed. Just gotta be careful to skylight as you're crossing. A little late to be doing that. Honestly, way too risky. Not a smart play. I got the kill, but it was not a smart play. Probably should just rotate back through Pixel to be a little more safe about it. Now I'm just gonna sit in freezer. We got a pick. One's coming up red. Checking cams, figure out where they're coming from. This is really good info. Info for my team, info for me. Figure out what we want to do. They're joining our shop and piano. They're on like piano windows and stuff. Using red wall. Just want to relay as much information as I can. Information. Because that's my job as an Echo main, is to gather info. Nah.
That's what's up.
Walked in. Where'd they walk in?
Oh, he's dead now, but they walked in piano.
Yeah, does anybody have a C4? Oh, no, man. We don't have any opposite C4. Ace is piano. He's pushing through.
Yeah, you might need to sell the account.
I'm gonna echo this guy just to distract him. He's in piano. Nice. Nice play, Captain.
That expensive ass skin to be 0-3.
I want to get into a better spot where I'm not getting pooped on. This guy's just roasting this guy for no reason. Which is, you know, I wouldn't recommend it.
You shitter.
This guy talking to himself? I'm so confused. Where's he at? I'm gonna echo him. He's in bathroom zone. Go swing him from white. Oh, my teammate's AFK. I really thought he was gonna push off that info. The guy was literally in the hallway. Like it would have been free. Oh my god, I really thought that this guy was stuck in bathroom. I thought Capcam was pushed up planks, but he was just AFK. Okay, my bad. I mean, I guess I could have played it safer for sure. I mean, that's definitely one of my worst habits, I think, is being over aggressive. Something I'm actively trying to work on. Hopefully this Capcan can win it, because yikes, I was not expecting that. Now this info's gonna be good, so I should really be on this cam. I have a cam for Longbar. He's walking in. It's just shop door. He's still in shop. Left side shop. He's walking in. On the door, walked in. Outer bar. Pushing cocktail. Nice, good shit, dude. Alright, Capcan won it. We are chill. That's typically a situation where, like, if you are the Capcan, you know, if you are the teammate and your teammate's trying to work with you, some feedback is good, you know? If you're just like, oh, I'm gonna just hide and play passive. If he says that, I'm obviously not gonna peek. So, I mean, that's just like something that would have helped me personally, but it's okay. It's all good. He won the round. Nothing to worry about. Could have been played differently. Yeah. Can I learn from that? Yeah, of course. I mean, we should. This is a habit I've constantly trying to break too, is like, don't trust your teammates. Don't try to play with your teammates. Guiding your teammates and them listening is one thing. Guiding your teammates and them not listening is another thing. So you have to know the difference between the two and not always rely on it. Now, we're gonna be bakery. The castle. A lot of people like the castle setup here. I'm like honestly not a huge fan. I really like the alibi here. Actually, this is I feel like I do this a lot as well. This alibi bakery hold. Pretty much every time I play kitchen bake, I hold bakery. Now, the one case against that is if my teammate's holding there, someone else on my team, I'm not going to do it. I'm gonna go somewhere else. But most teams push bakery, so it's worth just, you know, just holding it, just wasting time. If you're not holding bakery and you're not holding backside, they're going to surround the bomb site. They're going to open everything. You're going to be pinched. They're going to open the floor, and you're going to get clapped. So you have to hold map control. Very simple fact of the game. Now, these little alibis behind the rack are going to be hard to drone, hard to shoot the base of, which is part of the reason why they're so good. Same thing goes with this one. So we put the Prisma here. We put the observation blocker. Now, when they drone up, it's getting blocked by the observation blocker, so they're more likely to shoot it. You can even add just like some lines of sight here. And then my last one, I'm just going to put for the window hop in. So if they hop in this window, actually, we have so much utility, I don't even need to. But we could do this one for the window. And then put that observation blocker in front of it if I can get it across far enough. Perfect. And now we just chill. We hold bakery. As you can see, I'm the only one playing here, so this is good. They might not take it. They might. If they do, I'm going to have a pretty good time contesting it. Yeah, they come back pretty heavy. Nothing baked yet. One's outside small bake, though. So my bake door is shut, so I don't need to worry about it, right? I just need to be ready to play off this frost mat. If he hops in and shoots the mat, I want to swing at the same time. He can't shoot everything at the same time. They bucked open bake door. The question is now, will he shoot the Prisma? Or will he kill me? I don't know. I'm actually going to prone over. Just... I got the shield, so I can play off that. If he does decide to keep pulling this angle, he's just an easy pre-fire. I could replace this Prisma at any point. I'm just waiting for the right time. I still have the shield. There's no need to.
Get in the wall again.
Actually break the base of that, which I wasn't expecting. There we go. Doc got the pick on him. Still have these Prismas that are kind of covering me. Oh, they're backside. I get a stim. Now we have these red holes open, so we gotta be aware of that. It was on whiskey. I don't know if that was him. Where is this drone? There's a drone in Bake, I guess, because I got spotted by it. It might be outside Bake door.
That's in the white still.
Or it's in small from this guy that droned it from the window. No, I just need to chill. I mean, if I stay alive, we win the round. So let's just chill out. Let's chill out, stay alive. Use this cam for sound. Really, very, very simple. He might rotate Bake door still. Again, there's no time. I just need to stay alive, play off my setup, hold my spot. He can only come through white and through bakery. If he comes through white, he's fighting both my teammates, right? If he rotates to the roof and drops skylight and does all that, he has like 20 seconds and there's no time for him to plant. We can play the time at that point. So I just need to hold bakery. The only situation where this ace wins that is if he rotates bakery and I leave bakery and he walks into sight. Because once he gets sight, we have to then retake it. We're pushing into his angles. He has cover and we're going to get clapped. Potentially. Like, we could still win that, of course, but it's just a much higher risk and a much higher loss case scenario than if I just sit and hold bakery. Keep him out of the building. He has no control. He can't plant. He can't do nothing. Everybody's happy. Everybody wins, right? All right, so we won the first two defenses, you know, and now we just need one more to win the entire game. So we'll go reading, which honestly is a site I love. I think I will probably hold the top floor with some sort of info. We could bring the Alibi up there again. We could hold top red. We could bring castle even. Honestly, let's do a little castle setup. I feel like I don't play castle too much in these things like a champion videos. So let's do that. This is going to gather a lot of information with the barricades, hold a lot of space, a lot of map control, and then we can play around it. We can play vertically because we have the shotgun. A lot of good stuff going on here. But remember, guys, you know, we were down 1-2. This is a situation where it's like, yeah, you may have lost a couple rounds that you probably should have won, but the game is always redeemable. If you just don't freak out and you don't start getting mad at each other, I know my teammates are right now, then, you know, you just have a much better chance of actually winning the game if you just keep your mental sane. Keep sane, guys. Keep sane. Not keep saying, but keep sane. Now, I don't think anyone else is going to make the rotate, so I do want to quickly make these on site. But remember, I'm castle, so I have a lot to set up. So I want to try to do this as quick as possible because I still have 3 barricades. I like this white castle, so I can't go upside down rappel and get, like, locked down this white stairs, which is just kind of lethal. I'm going to put a beeper for lower white to try to sneak up there. I'm probably going to castle off piano just to stop them from lurking through white hall here. And then I have one more castle, which I might just do this cocktail double. No, I'll probably do shop door, just so we have a little more control. Yeah, I'm castling off shop door, by the way. Actually, I'll do red. I'll do your red. That way souls can play up here in piano. So again, we're just adapting our setup to our teammates, where they're playing, what they're doing. Careful with the skylight. Now, I'm not going to actually keep this rotate, but I just don't want to go under the skylight and get shit on in the first 10 seconds. We can hold reading from above. Smoked off top white. I dropped by accident, so I forgot that there's a bunch of or I can't aim. I just gotta fight this guy. Yeah, he wallbanged me. I was really hoping that he wouldn't do that. I actually don't know where they came from. I don't know if they walked up white and the beeper didn't go off, or I didn't hear it, or my teammates didn't react, but you know, they didn't push where I was holding, and they got sight really fast, and you can't hold everything, unfortunately. I can hold the entire top floor, but, you know, if they take white, they can take dining, and I can't hold dining from above. I can only hold reading from above, so a little bit of an awkward situation. Should have probably killed that guy laundry, but, oops, you know, that'll happen. Ooh, walking into the grenade was not on my bucket list for the Jaeger here, but hey, it's all good. We're going to overtime, which should be fine. Realistically, I do feel like we've had more of a grasp on this game throughout the match. Like, I feel like our attacks were really good. We just kind of fumbled a couple of them, and then our defenses overall were a lot stronger. They just had a rush strat and it worked out. So if we just stop the rush, we're chilling, which helps me because now I know to counter pick for the rush because our defenses were so good overall that as long as we really stop the rush, we pretty much win the game. So I might bring a frost here, put some a frostbite on stairs, heaven, repel in, and maybe one in shop. Just have like some general info, but also lethal traps. So if they do that again, and because they're not droning, they're going to hit the traps. They're just going to hit the traps and they're going to die. We have Capcam, we have Frost, we have Fenrir, we have Legion. So we have so much info now, passive info too. And then we can just play around that info along with the Azami for, of course, those like broken angles and stupid, annoying setup. So this is honestly a really, really, really good lineup. We just have to be careful of the rush. So I might actually put a frostmat under skylight in case they go for like a crazy like smoke rush plant strat. And then the other two, like I mentioned, Heaven and White. So that's really like the gaps, in my opinion. Then we can focus all of our like actual gunplay towards piano side and contesting that without having to worry about, you know, them flying up White stairs and getting to the site in 4 seconds and killing everybody. So just definitely want to do the site setup. Very, very important, of course, to do that site setup. Crossman here. They're going to be looking up the stairs as they walk up here, right? They're going to be looking up, walk in backwards, hit the mat, pick the glass here so we can hear it better. BP for the hallway. So if they do gather control of piano, you know, they kill a zombie, they get this control. Be a good like little late round cam. So yeah, you can hear the repels better by breaking the glass. That's what's going on right now. We didn't get the red wall, but it's not the end of the world. Definitely want to get these head holes though and the rotates and stuff, so to do this site setup. We don't have any info. This is the only problem right now, is I don't have any info on where they're actually pushing from because I wasn't on the cams. I feel like this is a case where maybe the site setup's more important, just so we're able to win this round, late round, if they don't rush. Which they are not rushing. There's a guy dining window. He's going to the roof right now. Nobody on your dining window. Oh, he's going back dining window, Fenrir. He's repelling and dining. It's Jackal, repelling and dining. I'm gonna go help Fenrir here.
You shoot him from White?
Yeah, I'm shooting at him. Just trying to get some team play here.
Staring at me, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's built diff. Interesting that they have no drones and still no Fenrir's there, because that guy just repelled in. Kind of interesting. I don't know. They're not shooting defaults as well. Oh, there's that Twitch drone down there. Okay, so they've had one drone. I'm gonna make vert for this here. That way, if they just try to hide in and get some like safety and laundry to drone or something, I'm shooting them in the top of the head. Where's that Twitch at? Now I can even maybe get a deeper angle just to see like if he walks into the hallway a bit. Shoot his toes a little bit. I could also just sit in freezer at this point. Watch the skylight drop and the shot push.
Aren't you streaming?
And we have these traps on freezer, which are also really good. Yeah, one shot pushing piano right now. Oh, we have these footholds, which I don't love. I'm gonna try to make them push. I'm gonna force them to push me, and if they hit freezer, they're gonna die. This long angle on the shop. This isn't really forcing them to push me, but might be a better angle here. Gonna have to retake piano, honestly. They have long bar control. They might have just plant. Planting default, I think.
User has been successfully deployed. Located the diffuser. Destroy it.
Trying to fight this nomad here.
Operator remaining.
Still our shop.
Op 4, last
These
op
new hats are gonna have to push him here. You have that BP on new? Do you have that BP on new? Try to bait him with that and then pre-fire. Ooh,
Good shit.
the sprint bait worked. Because I'm getting scanned, I know when I sprint towards new, they're gonna call new, so I sprinted towards new.
friendly destroy the diffuser.
Cut it back, hit the pre-fire, he's hearing me, and we got him. Okay. Very sketchy, very sketchy. If we have that bar open, it's not as sketchy. I probably should have went C1. Instead of trying to open the wall to watch long bar push and get the weird angles, I should just went cocktail. Because if I'm cocktail, then we have a much better crossfire and they can't just push outer long bar, right? We rotated around each other there, which is not ideal. If I'm here, my teammate's here, we have this crossfire on them and they're feeding into us, right? So kind of sketchy, actually very sketchy, made the wrong move, but then we kind of made up for it. So like something that I can learn from right there is like, if I'm watching this game back and I want to take notes, right? Because you really shouldn't be thinking about like what you did wrong at this point. But like if you watch that back, that's something you can learn from. Like, yes, I won the round. Yes, I made a good play in the 1v1. However, I could have made a much better decision earlier in order to win that round a lot more comfortably and make a better play and be a better player overall, right? So that's something you can look back in your match review and analyze, like, should I hack, like, what should I do in this situation right at the start of that 2v2 to play it better? So not bad. Not bad. We got the win. And now we got lock in for the attack. So Let's see. They are kitchen, I believe. Yep. So we could do a bakery direct, honestly. I can't remember what we did last time. Bakery might be a little free, especially if we bring like a Monty out. I see my teammates kind of lining up for bakery as well. I think the Monty would be good just to add so much pressure, or even a Nomad. I mean, if we go Nomad, we can air jab off the small flank, and then we can really focus bake, and we can also use the air jabs to actually take bakery. So I'm going to try to do that. I feel like there might have been something else I was talking about that I forgot, so I apologize. But yeah. I'm air jab off bake, small bake, kind of hold that for my team. Oh, last time we went above with the blitz. We brought the blitz. Right. Okay, so this time we're not going to do that. There's no need to, really. They're set up so weak. Like, they have Warden, Vigil, and Doc, so they're lacking a lot of trap and info. The biggest thing is we don't want to get spawn killed. So if we can get to bacon, we can get control of bakery and open this wall, we're going to be in a much better spot. Is that Castle playing aggressive? I'm going to quickly just air jab it, so if he wants to hit it, he's going to die. Now, something I'd always recommend too, I'm not going to move this because it's so good, is just throwing your drone through the window, not on the ledge, because he's obviously already aiming at it. That's unfortunate. Flash this guy and try to take off this. I don't have a lot of info, but we are in a 3v5. That's tough. He's close left. I thought he was down the hallway a little more. In that 3v5, like, we got to kind of try to gain some control. If I get that kill on Castle, we have some control, and then we can pinch Bakery and get Bakery control. So, you know, tough. I really thought my teammates would have a little more success bake door, especially just with the ops they're playing, like Callie and stuff, like blocking down those long angles, but it's all good. It's still winnable now. You see in that 5v2, like, they just get so overconfident. Like, yeah, we won the round. Let's start swinging them, which is actually not what you want to do, surprisingly, because now that we have this guy, small bake, I mean, we could hop in small bake and try to pressure these guys, especially with on small bake. One small bake, one bake rack. I mean, honestly, at this point, I think going white would be a good play. They know your kitchen. You can rotate white, try to open the wall, try to work into VIP. They're probably already holding it anyway, but, you know, it's a tough situation. He's baiting for kills, getting his. That's fine. I'm not going to hate on it. Nice try. Can't do much there. Going freezer would have been a good option at that point. But it's all good. You see if I kill that castle there, there's just so much more chance. But I'm using the flash rooms. I'm using my utility as best I can to actually do it. I mean, that really came down to, like, if my info from my drone was better. So if I didn't throw the drone right on the ledge that I know he's looking at, and instead I throw it maybe back by the rotate hole, I can figure out, oh, there's a maestro cam here. There's this guy playing bake. I'm not going to be able to hop in because of the maestro cam. Or I realize he's tucked Harry Potter, and I can hop in off a flashbang, and I swing it more aggressively, and I flashbang more accurately. That would have been probably a better option, especially, like, you know, maestro's on the cam. So what's he going to do, right? So yeah, that would have been a little bit better of a fix there. You see my team's bringing all this garbage. I'm going to bring Legion. General info. You see we have Rook and Vigil. Okay, and Mute. So we have Frost, which is info, but that's about it. We have the counter info, which is nice. So the Legion is just a nice filler here. It's just going to give us a little more info, right? So if they hop in this window, you know, if we have a Frostbound on it, we're probably going to put a Frostbound on. I'll do that one after. I'll figure out where Frost puts her mats first. I'm going to set up my BP, set up the backside. Go from there, get rid of some drones. I'm going to hide this kind of in the right side. Most people put it, like, over the table, so it might be a little more hidden here. Yep, Frost putting her stuff over there. Yeah, I'm going to reinforce both the red walls. I know, man. I guess I won't now that he's doing that. What I will do, though, is make this a walkable rotate and put a goon mine on it. That's actually not a bad spot for a frostbound as well. Alright, I'm just checking cams. We're playing off where the other team's going here. We're just really trying to liquidate our play style. They're coming back pretty heavy right now. The biggest thing is that if they get backside control and they take coat, they're going to have that really dominant line of sight into the bomb site. So we want to slow that down as much as we can. They spotted, which means they might have a guy in the window.
A bomb has been located by
I don't know where this drone is.
I think Damo's outside white.
Just looking for info here. I don't have a lot of it. Maybe breaching above. No, there's a Vigil. There's the Frost one there, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to retake this spot in Whiskey. If I can hold Whiskey control, good. Got a good mine for Brown. It's not great. Oh, we're not holding white anymore. Okay. not realize that we gave that up, so I'm gonna have to give it up because I can't hold that if my teammates are. And because we can't hold this anyway, that we should just reinforce this off. Like, if Rook dies, they have so much control, whereas we're holding Bake anyway. Like, this is only to hold this side of the map. Like, these holds are so you can play the backside and hold Bakery side, right? The other way around, it just gives the attackers the advantage in that situation. Don't want to overpeak the back. Again, they have to push. But this, now I can free flow through here and contest the back without necessarily getting my cheeks clapped, which, you know, nobody likes that. Hatch is open. They have a drone sight. I'm gonna go prone here. Call this spot Dirty Dell. Shout out to Dell, one of my members. Shout out all the YouTube members. I always forget. I always want to shout out the YouTube members, and I always forget. So shout out to the YouTube members. Thank you for your support. I'm just waiting at this point. They might drop the hatch. Put a gold mine on it. This is a really good spot to drop. Watch the hatch drop. Like, they can't aim while they drop, right? You hear them whiskey. I really just need to stay alive here. I heard him get on a cam, so I'm gonna hold his vert. It's a little too aggressive. There's no need. They don't even have the wall open, right? They have to feed through the double door. The only concern is when they drop this hatch, I lose the gunfight. If I lose the gunfight, it's gonna be really bad. I'm gonna put a second Goo mine just for some extra damage. I'm gonna actually get, yeah, he is in the hatch still. This is a nicer angle. But once he does drop the hatch, big advantage here. You watch the double door? I got the hatch. So there's only really two ways they can walk in.
15 seconds left. One friendly operator remaining. Mission failed. All friendlies have
There's
been
two ways they
neutralized.
can walk in. Teammates aren't holding the one way. Wow, that is tough. Okay, that's the end. That's the end of the game, but that is life when you solo queue. Unfortunate. See you on the next one, boys.